doing the lunch scrolling on the Instagrams, and I just stumbled across this heartbreaking news for Lexus. Now, yesterday I made a video and I had to scrap it because my 5-year-old, she put a robot voice on my mixer, and so the whole video was ruined. Anyways, for Japan, they restyled the brake calipers for the LS and gave it a new paint color or two. That's all they did for the LS. I'm like, surely this means that the LS is done. It's going to put a stake in it. The car that launched the brand 36 years ago, 1989, the LS at the time smoked the competition. Like I said, my lunch was accelerated due to this news. All right. So those chicken nuggies right now, they are bubbling, and the LS is going out with nothing more than a fizzle. It is heartbreaking to see this car go out like this because, well, it's never been quite the same car ever since the LS 430. And we'll look at sales today. But let's get into this. What is Lexus giving us for a final edition? An homage to the original. Lexus unveils the 26 LS 500. It's only one spec, and it's called the Heritage Edition. All right, it's a final year. So there's only going to be 250 2026 model year LS 500s. That's it. That's it. All right. This model is a mono spec finished with a new Lexus color called 90 Noir over an LS first Rioja red interior. Oh, at least they gave us a picture of the interior. All right, there you have it. You know, it looks awfully similar to the Rioja red that you could get into the F Sport models. All right, what kind of trim? Maybe that scored aluminum trim. Yeah, I mean, the LS 500 got a touchscreen a few years back. Was it the 2021 refresh? Yep, here's the LS. Not going to miss this model. I'm going to miss the LS and what it used to be. All right, but I've been missing that for 15 years at this point, or longer. Actually, no, longer. When the LS 430 ended in 2006, and the LS 460 is a fine car, and it still had the V8, but a new V8, and it was a great V8. Don't get me wrong, the 4.6 liter was great. Then the V8 out the window with this twin turbo V6, which we know Toyota and Lexus had their issues with this twin turbo V6. It's $100,000. Would I spend $100,000 on this final edition LS? Maybe if I was a collector. If you have $100,000 to burn on an LS, you have lots of money and you could buy whatever you want essentially. I mean, it's really not worth talking about this car, even this special edition, right? There are only 23 available 25 models left in the United States. And again, there's 250 of the 26 models coming, and that's it. Put a fork in it. LS is dead. This car is better. The Genesis G90, look, there's 220 in the United States. Still, super low volume car, but it's a better vehicle, better powertrain, better technology, more space in the back seat, and it looks really stately, especially from the side. Like the roofline looks amazing, looks very like a Bentley Rolls-Royce. So I would take this over an LS. So if we go to sales, 1989, it sold 11,000 plus units. Never selling a single car before. All right. Look, like Genesis, it took them a long time to get to this level. Lexus had that sold in year one. If we look at sales in the United States through August, the LS has sold just 69 units. That's it. All right. They sold 850 so far. Going into the 26 model year, just be 250. It's down 45% on the year. Abe woke up from his nap. You want to talk about the LS? All right. So he's got his beach balls that he got from swim practice today. All right. So the LS, you know, it doesn't deserve to be in the lineup anymore. It has no place. Lexus is probably losing money trying to sell this thing. The LC, you might be saying, Kirk, look at the LC numbers. The LC is barely outselling the LS, but the LC exhibits excellence in every regard. Okay. It's absolutely gorgeous. The V8's amazing in it. LS doesn't have a V8. In fact, no other Lexus has a V8 besides the LC 500. Okay, the LC 500 has a better interior than the LS, in my opinion. It's just an excellent like aspiration worthy car, the LC500. I haven't met anyone that's like, oh yeah, I want to buy a used LS 500. No. All the Lexus fans I talk to, they're like, I want to buy an old Lexus LS 430 or an LS 400. They like the OG when Lexus was at its peak with the LS. Peak was probably 2006 in terms of just how good the car was. All right, so let's go back. Let's look at sales. They sold 42 LS 400s in 1990. That might have been the highest year ever. Looks like in 2007, the 460 came out. And then look at this dwindling sales ever since 2007. 20,000, 11,000, 8,000, 5,000. They in 2019 the LS 500 launched, so they had a lot of sales there. So like, yeah, look, 2024 sold 2,000. This year it's nowhere close to that, and it's finished. It's going out with a whimper. You either go out with a bang or you go out with a whimper, and the LS couldn't be any more of a dud. And it is really tough for me to say that as a longtime fan of the Lexus flagship sedan and the history that this vehicle brought to the table. All right, the champagne glasses, you guys know, like the original LS 400 and like 430s were so good. All right, but the writing was on the wall. So if I go to the ES guys, well, the new flagship. And the writing was on the wall. They're like, hey, here's our new flagship. This is what a luxury sedan experience should be. It's fully electric until the hybrid gets launched, in theory, 6 months later, summer of 2026. And in January, they're launching the front-wheel drive ES 350. Yeah, that has like 200 horsepower. And then they're also co-launching it alongside the ES 500e, which it doesn't matter how much horsepower it has. It's not fast enough. 0 to 60 on it is like 5.5 seconds. Like, come on. It's an electric car. At least make it fast. They're like, no. Luxury is not about being fast. This is a chauffeur car. It should be slow and smooth and predictable. And while that's true, a lot of people drive these cars because it's their car. They're not just riding in the back seat, even though you can get that executive lounge package only on the 350e front wheel drive electric model. So this is it. This is our new LS. Yeah. Now, does Lexus have something special in store for us at the Japan Mobility Show? Maybe. Don't expect anything more than fully, like a bunch of full electrics. But the fact that the ES is the flagship and it has 2 dud electric powertrains and a fantastic hybrid, but it is not a performance hybrid. Okay, they couldn't give this thing, I don't know why, they chose not to, they couldn't give it the Crown's Hybrid Max with 360 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque. They couldn't do that. They chose not to. Okay. And they chose not to give it a plug-in hybrid. Don't know why. Why can't this get the new RAV4 plug-in hybrid, 320 horsepower, 50 miles of electric range? Don't know. Your SOL. This is a flagship in your SOL unless you wanted an electric or in the Camry's powertrain. Just go get a Camry. The Camry's amazing. Camry's fantastic. The seats suck in it. Okay, and that's why you get the Lexus. All right, but the Camry, you know what the Camry is when you look at it. I still don't know what I'm looking at here. And don't get me started on the interior with the lack. Well, look at what the shifter has become. All right, look, Lexus emblem gone. All right, just like the LS, gone. Buttons, gone. So we're getting, the modern Lexus is saying, hey, less is more. You don't need an LS. You don't need buttons. You don't need a Lexus badge. Touch capacitive is the answer, and you don't need a choice of combustion powertrains. No one wants that anymore. This is a Chinese-focused model. It's not meant for America. It just happens to be sent to America. No longer produced in Kentucky, the Lexus ES. Okay, they're all going to come from Japan, which I know a lot of you guys are excited about. I love made in Japan cars too, but it's too bad that the V6 is gone. Well, there's no performance hybrid. There's no plug-in hybrid. And you're stuck with a Camry powertrain, which is amazing. It's amazing. The powertrain's almost too good for the Camry. That's how good it is. And it's going to fit just at home here in a Lexus. But it is so conservative, yet not conservative at the same time. They went conservative with the powertrains. You might be saying fully electric. How's that conservative? Well, it has no power. They're just trains. There's no power to the powertrains. He keeps dropping his beach balls. All right, go get those beach balls. Watch your head. Oh, good job. You went back up? So it's a sad day for the LS, and this is what we have to console our emotions. Our sadness is kind of just carried over into this ES. What if I drive the ES and I love it this coming winter? It launches in January. What if I drive it and I love it? Then great. I'm happy. I'm very, very happy that I'll love it. All right. Prove me wrong, Lexus. Prove me wrong, and maybe I'll be eating my words. But when you have a flagship and you have a lack of interest in the powertrains for our market, I don't know. I'm not that hopeful for it. And, again, I'll see you guys in the comments. I'll see you in a month as well. Lexus is having a rebirth moment at the Japan Mobility Show. I'll have hands-on coverage of this ES and whatever new products they decide to reveal there. If it's a bunch of electric cars, that could be exciting. It could be very exciting depending on what kind of technology they have to show for us. Or it could be really disappointing. Time will tell. Thank you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day. And pour one out for the LS. The great, the GOAT, the greatest Lexus of all time. The brand would not be what it is without the LS. Take care.